Alrighty, if we're ready to start, I'm all set here. Alrighty, welcome future officers. Uh, this intensive program will equip you with the knowledge, skills, and the mindset to excel as an LSPD officer. Get ready for a challenging but rewarding journey. Before we get into it, here are the topics we'll be going through. The foundations of law enforcement, patrol procedures and techniques, defensive tactics and use of force, driving operations, and emergency response. This lecture is long, so I ask that you please write down any questions you may have, and at the end of the lecture, I will answer your questions. We'll also be taking a 5 minute break halfway through for bathroom and water and to answer any of the first half questions. The foundations of law enforcement. Um, a crash course in blue and gold. Grab a seat and let's dive into the heart of Los Santos Police Department. Forget the flickering lights and sirens of Hollywood. This is the real deal. We're not just badge wearing paper tigers. We're the guardians of this sprawling metropolis, the shield against the shadows that lurk in its corners. Our history, a legacy forged in grit. Our story stretches back decades, a tapestry woven with the threads of countless investigations, shootouts, and triumphs. We've seen Los Santos rise from dusty frontier town to a neon-drenched megapolis, and through it all, the LSPD has stood firm. We've tackled everything from gang wars to serial killers, from corrupt politicians to rogue AI, and every scar tells a story of resilience, of unwavering commitment to this city. Our mission, more than just blue lights and tickets. Sure, we enforce the law, but that's just the surface. Our mission is far grander, a symphony of interwoven goals. Protecting the innocent, from the bustling streets of Rockford Hills to the sun-baked alleys of South Central. We're the ones who stand between the vulnerable and the darkness, upholding justice. We don't just arrest the bad guys, we meticulously gather evidence, build airtight cases, and ensure that every criminal faces the consequences of their actions. Building trust. We're not just an occupying force, we're part of the community. We strive to understand and earn the respect of every citizen, no matter their background or zip code. Promoting safety. Sure, we respond to emergencies, but we also work tirelessly to prevent them. Community outreach programs, crime prevention initiatives, and proactive policing. These are the tools that we wield to keep Los Santos safe before the sirens even wail. Our core values, the bedrock of our blue. These aren't just words on a poster, they're the bedrock of who we are. They're the guiding stars that illuminate our every decision, the compass that keeps us on track even in the stormiest of nights. Integrity. It's the unwavering moral compass, the refusal to compromise even when the pressure mounts. It's the quiet voice that whispers, do the right thing when nobody's watching. Courage. It's facing danger head on, the unwavering resolve in the face of fear. It's the step forward when everyone else hesitates, the outstretched hand in the face of darkness. Compassion. It's remembering that everyone has a story, even the ones who make us grit our teeth. It's the understanding that sometimes a helping hand is more effective than a raised fist. Professionalism. It's the unwavering dedication to excellence, the refusal to let the personal biases or emotions cloud our judgment. It's the crisp uniform, the sharp salute, the unwavering commitment to serve the public with honor. Our structure, a well oiled machine in blue. We are not just some ragtag group of vigilantes, we're a well oiled machine, each cog playing its part to keep the engine of justice running smoothly. Patrol Division, the frontline heroes, the first responders who answer every call from petty theft to gang wars. They're the familiar faces on the streets, the ones who build trust and keep the pulse of the city. Our detectives, the puzzle solvers, the bloodhounds who sniff out the truth from the shadows. They're the meticulous minds behind every case, the one who weave the threads of evidence into airtight narratives, otherwise known as Detective Slammer. The special units and subdivisions, from the SWAT team's tactical precision to the K9 unit's unwavering loyalty. These specialized units are sledgehammers we wield when brute force is needed. Mirror cadets, this is just the beginning. You're not just joining a department, you're becoming part of a legacy, a brotherhood, a family. We'll push you, challenge you, and mold you into the finest officers this city has ever seen. We'll celebrate your victories and pick you up when you stumble. But most importantly, we'll make sure you're ready to face whatever Los Santos throws your way. So put on your badge, straighten your tie, and get ready to serve some bullets to the pedestrian who just jaywalked across the highways. Okay, well, so that was a justified shooting. So I guess we'll talk about the use of force before IA arrives. The use of force, a search and seizure, and arrest procedure. Legal ninjas assemble, mastering the art of lawful force, search, and arrest. Greetings, cadets, and welcome to the dojo of legal mastery. Today we'll sharpen our blades on the whetstone of legal principles, honing our skills in the delicate arts of use of force, the search and seizure, and arrest procedure. Remember, in the legal jungle, knowledge is your shield and procedure your katana. You wield them wisely. Use of force, a symphony of necessity, not a disharmony of brutality. Force is like a spice, and it should be used sparingly and only when absolutely necessary. Our goal is not to unleash a hurricane of violence, but to orchestrate a symphony of necessity and proportionality and de escalation. Know your continuum. Remember the gradual escalation from mere presence to verbal commands, physical restraint, and finally intermediate, otherwise known as lethal force. Each step must be justified by the level of threat, and every action documented with the precision of a calligrapher. De escalation, the unsung hero. Before throwing fist, unleash your inner negotiator. Active listening, building rapport, and utilizing verbal commands can often disarm a situation before it escalates. Remember, a calm cop is a safe cop. Document, document, document. Body cams, dash cams, and meticulously detailed reports are your shields against accusations. Every interaction, every decision, every nuance needs to be crystal clear in the record. Think of your legal opera. Think of it as your legal opera sung with meticulous detail. A search and seizure, the art of uncovering truth, not violating rights. Warrants are the golden ticket, the magic key that unlocks the door to legal searches. But the world is full of alleyways and shortcuts, so let's explore the exceptions. Consent, the sweetest persuasion. A freely given yes is all you need to waltz into someone's privacy. But remember, coercion is a sour note that can invalidate the entire melody. Demanding circumstances. When the walls crumble, hot pursuit, imminent danger, or evidence melting like ice in the sun, these are the cracks in the wall that allow for warrantless entry. Again, that's hot pursuit, imminent danger, or evidence melting like ice in the sun. But remember, tread carefully as the legal ground can be shaky. And finally, plain view. It's the easiest treasure map. If the evidence is staring you in the face like a billboard in Times Square, you don't need a warrant to see it. Just remember, it cannot be the fruit of illegal tree climbing. The evidence must be in plain sight before the search begins. Arrest procedures. The dance of justice, not a chaotic mosh pit. Arrests, like a well choreographed dance, require precision and timing. Every step must be legal and documented, from the initial contact to the final booking. Probable cause, the rhythm of the law. Don't just assume guilt, build a brick by brick case with reasonable suspicion and probable cause. Eyewitness accounts, physical evidence, and suspicious behavior can all contribute, but remember, hunches and gut feelings are not enough. They're like off key notes in the legal symphony. Miranda, the unspoken melody. Before questioning a suspect, remind them of their right to remain silent to an attorney and to stop answering questions. This is their legal lullaby, and ignoring it can turn your case into a discordant mess. Field sobriety test, not a party trick show. These tests can be helpful indicators, but they're not a guaranteed solo act. Understand their limitations, ensure proper administration, and document everything meticulously. Remember, the shaky evidence can crumble your case faster than a Jenga tower. Remember, cadets, legal knowledge is not a static script, it's a dynamic performance. Hone your skills, adapt to new situations, and never stop learning. Embrace the gray areas, seek guidance from your superiors, and become legal ninjas who can navigate the legal jungle with grace, precision, and unwavering ethical principles. Go forth, and may the scales of justice always be balanced in your favor. The ethics and professionalism, duty to act, neutrality, cultural competency, decision making. The LSPD ethical compass, navigating the moral maze of law enforcement. Welcome, cadets, to a realm beyond the cold steel of handcuffs and flashing blue lights of patrol cars. Today, we'll dive into the very essence of being an LSPD officer, ethics and professionalism. These are the invisible threads woven into the fabric of your badge, the guiding principles that will steer you through the moral maze of law enforcement. Duty to act, the call to serve. Imagine the crimson flash of a gang fight erupting in the neon haze of Rockford Hills, or the desperate cry for help echoing from a darkened alley in South Central. As an LSPD officer, witnessing such scenes isn't a choice, it's a call to action. In those moments of crisis, Your badge transforms from a symbol of authority to a beacon of hope, a silent promise to intervene, to protect, and to serve. But duty to act extends beyond the adrenaline fueled moments of immediate danger. It whispers in your ear during routine traffic stops, urging you to treat every citizen with courtesy and fairness, regardless of their background or social standing. It compels you to be an invisible presence in the community, building bridges of trust and understanding, not walls of fear and suspicion. Impartiality, justice without bias. Picture a courtroom scale, its arms balanced perfectly, representing the ideal of justice. As an LSPD officer, you are the hand that holds the scale, ensuring it remains steady and unyielding in the face of prejudice and personal biases. Impartiality is the cornerstone of your ethical compass, demanding that you treat every individual with equal respect and enforce the law without discrimination. This unwavering commitment can be tested in countless ways. The flashy sports car weaving through traffic might tempt you to turn a blind eye, while the nervous teenager on a bicycle might trigger unfounded suspicion. But remember, every citizen deserves the same standard of justice, regardless of their zip code or the color of their skin. Cultural competency, building bridges, not walls. Los Santos is a vibrant tapestry woven from diverse cultures, each with its own unique traditions, values, and experiences. As an LSPD officer, navigating this rich tapestry requires cultural competency. It's about understanding the nuances of different communities, respecting their customs, and recognizing that one size fits all approach to law enforcement simply won't work. Cultural competency isn't about memorizing cultural stereotypes. It's about building genuine connections, fostering trust, and ensuring effective communication. It's about understanding that a raised voice in one culture might signal anger, while in another, it might be passionate expressions. It's about recognizing that a simple misunderstanding can escalate into a conflict, and that cultural competency is the bridge that can prevent it. Decision making, the ethical tightrope. Being an LSPD officer means navigating a constant tightrope of ethical dilemmas. Split second decisions in high pressure situations demand a clear head and sound moral compass. Should you pursue a high speed chase through a crowded intersection, potentially putting innocent lives at risk? How do you balance the need for evidence with respecting the privacy of a suspect? There are no easy answers, no pre programmed scripts for ethical dilemmas, but by consistently applying the principles of duty to act, impartiality, and cultural competency, you can develop the moral compass that will guide you through the toughest choices. Remember, every decision you make reflects on the LSPD badge you wear, so choose wisely and choose ethically. The LSPD ethical compass is your North Star. Ethics and professionalism are not mere words etched on a plaque. They are the beating heart of the LSPD. They are the guiding principles that will shape you into the kind of officer Los Santos needs. No one who stands tall in the face of adversity, one who treats every citizen with respect, and one who navigates the complexities of this diverse city with understanding and compassion. So, cadets, go forth and wear your badge with pride. Let your ethical compass be your North Star, guiding you through the challenges that lie ahead. Remember that you are not just enforcers of the law, you are the guardians of the Los Santos, the beacon of hope in a city that needs them most. Patrol procedures and techniques, traffic stops, a tactical ballet of blue and red. Cadets, strap in. We're about to peel out in the to the dynamic world of traffic stops, where every pullover is a tactical ballet of blue and red lights. Today, we'll delve deeper than just issuing tickets, exploring the intricate steps required to navigate this asphalt arena with grace, professionalism, and unwavering safety. Stage 1, the approach, a symphony of conduct and safety. Professional overture, step onto the scene with confidence of a seasoned conductor. A crisp uniform, confident stance, and clear, respectful communication set the tone. Remember, you're the maestro of this interaction. That's maestro, by the way. And professionalism is your baton. Safety first, always. Before the music starts, assess the environment. Scan for potential threats, identify escape routes, and maintain a safe distance. Your well being is the foundation of every stop, the silent harmony behind every interaction. Stage 2, communication, the bridge of understanding. Clear and concise. Explain the reason for the stop in a language everyone understands. Avoid using jargon, legal mumbo jumbo, and accusatory tones. Remember, communication builds trust, not walls. Active listening. Don't just talk, listen. Pay attention to the driver's response, their body language, and any inconsistencies. Active listening can reveal hidden melodies, subtle cues that unlock the truth. De escalation as a counterpoint. When tensions rise, don't raise your voice. Employ verbal judo, calm explanations, active listening, and acknowledging concerns. De escalation is a soothing melody that can prevent the symphony from turning into a cacophony. Stage 3, investigation, the pursuit of evidence. Know your score. Be well versed in traffic laws and procedures. Apply them fairly, like a skilled musician following the score, ensuring consistency and justice for all. Documentation, the unsung hero. Every detail, every observation, every interaction needs to be meticulously documented. Think of it as your musical notation, a clear record that protects you and ensures accountability. Your field sobriety test, the delicate dance. When necessary, conduct field sobriety tests with precision and care. Understand their limitations, ensure proper administration, and document everything with meticulous detail. Remember, shaky evidence can turn your case into a discordant mess. Stage 4, enforcement, the measured melody of justice. Progressive enforcement. Not every traffic violation deserves a full blown symphony of citations. Use your discretion, like a conductor adjusting the tempo, considering the severity of the offense, the driver's history, and any other circumstances. Remember, enforcement is a balancing act, not a one-note performance. The citations, the clear notes. When issuing a citation, be clear, concise, and professional. Explain the violation, the consequences, and the next steps. Remember, citations are not harsh chords, they're opportunities for education and correction. Community connection, the final crescendo. Every traffic stop is a chance to build trust and rapport with the community. A friendly interaction, a helpful word of advice. These are the final notes that leave a lasting impression. Remember, you're not just an enforcer, you're an ambassador of safety and understanding. Cadets, the asphalt arena awaits. Go forth and conquer it with the grace of a seasoned conductor, the clarity of a skilled musician, and the unwavering commitment to safety and justice that defines the LSPD. Remember, every traffic stop is a chance to compose a symphony of professionalism, communication, and enforcement, leaving a lasting melody of trust and respect in your wake. So step onto the stage, raise your baton, and conduct the traffic symphony with pride. Preliminary investigations, scene preservation, evidence collection, witness interviews. Welcome, cadets, to the Theater of Crime, a masterclass in preliminary investigations. The yellow tape ripples in the breeze, a stark contrast to the vibrant chaos of the crime scene. Sirens wail in the distance, a symphony of urgency that underscores the weight of our mission. Today, cadets, we step beyond the textbook and into the real-life drama of preliminary investigations. This isn't a sterile lecture hall. This is the theater of crime, where every smudge, every whisper, every shard of glass holds the potential to unveil the truth. Act 1, Preserving the Stage. Before the curtain rises on the investigation, our first act is one of the meticulous preservation. We become the stagehands, meticulously safeguarding the scene, ensuring that the narrative remains untainted. Securing the perimeter. Like vigilant ushers, we cordon off the area, erecting a barrier between the raw reality of the crime and the curious eyes of the world. Yellow tape becomes our brushstroke, outlining the boundaries of justice. Documenting the scene. Every detail, from the splatter of blood on the floor to the tremor in the victim's belongings, must be immortalized. Photographs click, notebooks fill, sketches capture the scene in frozen moments, ensuring the stage remains as it was when the curtains first fell. Identifying the hazards. The theater might seem glorious or glamorous, but beneath the surface lurk unseen dangers. We become the safety inspectors, scanning for biohazards, structural instability, or other potential threats to ourselves, our team, or the fragile evidence waiting to be discovered. Act 2, Unearthing the Clues. Once the stage is secure, the hunt for clues begins. We transform into forensic detectives, our senses sharpened, our minds alert as we shift through the debris. Every footprint is a whispered clue, every fingerprint a brushstroke on the canvas of truth. Identifying and categorizing. From the telltale glint of a dropped weapon to the faint scent of perfume clinging to the air, Every piece of evidence whispers its own story. We categorize them meticulously, ensuring proper chain of custody. Each item a silent witness waiting to be heard. Packaging and preserving. Each piece of evidence, no matter how seemingly insignificant, must be carefully preserved. We become the librarian of the crime scene, ensuring proper packaging and labeling. Each step documented with meticulous precision. A lost label can lose a case. A forgotten detail can leave the narrative incomplete. Documenting the collection process. Every interaction with the evidence, from the initial discovery to the final seal on the evidence bag, must be meticulously documented. Our notes become the script, the meticulous record of the evidence journey, ensuring its admissibility in the grand performance of justice. Also, a new drinking game. Every time I say meticulous or meticulously, that should be a shot. Act 3. Weaving the narrative. The stage is set, the evidence gathered, but the story remains incomplete. We turn to the witnesses, the ones who witnessed the curtain fall on the innocent life. Their memories the key to unlocking the mystery. Establishing rapport. We become the empathetic directors, creating a safe space for the witnesses to share their stories. Trust becomes our stage light, illuminating their recollections, allowing them to speak freely without fear or judgment. Active listening. We don't just hear, we listen actively. Our senses attune to every nuance, every hesitation, every detail that might paint a clearer picture. Body language becomes a silent monologue. Inconsistencies are subtle brushstrokes hinting at the hidden truths. You have to read in between the lines. Open-ended questions. Leading questions are the trapdoors of justice. We become the skilled playwrights, crafting open-ended inquiries that encourage the witness to paint their own canvas of memory, allowing their story to unfold organically, detail by detail. Remember, cadets, preliminary investigations are not just about collecting evidence, they are about building a compelling narrative, a masterpiece of truth and justice. Every step you take, every detail you document, every witness you interview contributes to this grand performance. So wield your investigative tools like skilled actors. Embrace the drama of the crime scene, and together let the curtain rise on a finale of justice. Go forth, cadets, and investigate. Make the theater of your crime your stage, and let the truth be your most powerful performance. Report writing. Accurate, concise, and objective documentation. Cadets assemble. It's time to unveil the art of justice, a masterclass in report writing. Forget the adrenaline rush of a pursuit or the thrill of cracking a case. The real magic of law enforcement happens here, in the quiet hum of the station, where the pen replaces the baton and the report becomes your weapon of choice. Today we delve into the world of report writing. It's not just a technical skill, but it's more of an art form. It's a canvas upon which you can paint your narratives of justice with the precision of a surgeon and the clarity of a crystal lens. Part 1: The accuracy, the bedrock of your narrative. Now, imagine a towering skyscraper built on shaky foundations. It might seem impressive at first, but the first trimmer will expose its flaws. Such is the case with reports. Every detail, from the witness's description to the timestamp on the recovered bullet casing, must be anchored in the unyielding granite of accuracy. Fact checking. It's your ever vigilant doorkeeper. Treat every detail as a fingerprint, unique and irreplaceable. Double check names, dates, times, and descriptions. Verify information with multiple sources. Cross reference statements. And remember, a single misstep can send your entire narrative tumbling down. Quoting with care. Hearsay, hearsay is the siren song of inaccuracies. Use direct quotes sparingly, only when the witness's own words paint a picture no paraphrase can replicate. Remember, clarity and conciseness are your allies, guiding you through the labyrinth of information. Clarity, the guiding light. Jargon and legal mumble jumble are the thorns in the path of understanding. Use plain and concise language that anyone can grasp. Think of yourself as a translator, bridging the gap between the complexities of the law and the public's right to know. Part 2, Sculpting Your Narrative. Picture your report not as a sprawling monolith, but as a statue sculpted with meticulous precision. Every detail, every sentence should contribute to the overall form, leaving no unnecessary clutter to obscure the core story. Focus on the essentials. Irrelevant tangents and personal opinions are the weeds that choke the narrative. Leave them behind while focusing instead on the essential elements, the chronological flow of events, the observations, and the undeniable facts. Remember, your report is a document of record, not a personal journal. Active voice, the powerhouse. Let passive verbs fade into the shadows. Embrace the power of active voice, making your sentences crisp, forceful, and engaging. Think of strong verbs as brushstrokes that paint a vivid picture, keeping the reader on the edge of their seat. Structure, the architect of clarity. A well organized report is a symphony of information, each section flowing seamlessly into the next. Use clear headings and subheadings. Guide the reader through the key points and make it easy for them to find specific details. Remember, a report that is easy to navigate is a report that is easy to understand. The compass of truth, objectivity. Your badge demands impartiality, and your report should be its reflection. Approach each situation with an open mind, free from preconceived notions or personal biases. Let the evidence, not your opinions, guide your narrative. A neutral language. Loaded terms and emotional language are the enemy of objectivity. Stick to the facts, present the evidence without embellishment, and allow the reader to draw their own conclusions based on the information you provide. Remember, your report is not a persuasive essay, it's a neutral canvas upon which the truth unfolds. Multiple perspectives. Consider alternative explanations, acknowledge potential biases, and present the facts from various angles. This doesn't mean weaving doubt, it means painting a complete picture. allowing the reader to form their own informed opinion. Remember, objectivity is not about ignoring complexities, it's about acknowledging and presenting them fairly. The sources, the pillars of credibility. Cite your sources meticulously, document your evidence with the unwavering detail, and ensure the chain of custody is clear and unbroken. Transparency is the foundation of trust, and your report needs to be a beacon of credibility in the sometimes murky waters of legal proceedings. Now, going back to ensuring the chain of custody is clear and unbroken, I had a situation happen when I was running bailiff at the court. Um, the DA passed me some evidence, and it came time for the defense to look at the evidence because they requested. And before I handed it to him, I seen that the DA had handed me a loaded handgun as evidence, not even inside the bag. Right there is a break in chain of custody. That gun could have came from anywhere. So what happened? The court case got thrown out. The guy got to walk even though he shot some cops. So again, chain of custody, make sure it's not broken. Always get that stuff in a bag. Make sure you document, document, document. So, cadets, let's go forth. Wield your pens with confidence of a seasoned artist. Let your reports become testaments to your dedication, your professionalism, and your unwavering commitment to justice. Remember, in the grand theater of law enforcement, the stage is yours. The spotlight is on you, and the power to shape the narrative rests in the tip of your pen. Write with clarity, write with accuracy, write with objectivity, and let your reports become masterpieces of justice, forever etched in the annals of truth. Community engagement, building trust and rapport with the public. Cadets, brace yourselves. We're crossing the chasm of misunderstanding. This is a community engagement masterclass. Forget the sirens well and the adrenaline rush of a pursuit. Today, we embark on a different kind of mission. One that demands not just strength, but empathy. Not just authority, but understanding. We delve into the realm of community engagement, where every interaction is a step across the chasm of misunderstanding, where every handshake and smile is a bridge built brick by brick. Part 1: Dismantling the Walls of Mistrust. Imagine a city shrouded in the shadows, where every encounter between officer and citizen is a tense negotiation. Fear and stereotypes paint the picture, creating an impassable wall between us and the communities we serve. But fear not, cadets, for this is the very wall we're trained to dismantle. Humanizing the badge. We are not the monolithic figures of television dramas. We are individuals, each with our own stories, motivations, and vulnerabilities. Let your humanity shine through. Your dedication to service speaks volumes towards your genuine desire to understand and resonate with every interaction. Remember, the badge is not a shield of isolation, it's a symbol of connection. Listening, it's the unsung weapon. Communication isn't just about issuing commands, it's about listening with an open mind and empathetic heart. Seek out diverse perspectives, actively listen to concerns, and acknowledge the lived experiences of the people you encounter. Remember, genuine listening is not a passive act, it's the key that unlocks understanding. Cultural intelligence, your secret weapon. Every community is a unique language, a vibrant tapestry of customs and traditions. Take the time to learn about the cultural nuances of your area. Be mindful of nonverbal cues. Avoid insensitive language and celebrate the richness of diversity within your city. Remember, cultural intelligence is not just an academic exercise, it's a bridge across cultural divides. Part 2: Building bridges, not walls, one act at a time. Trust, like a sturdy bridge, isn't built overnight. It's a gradual process, a symphony of positive interactions, each one a brick in the foundation of a lasting connection. Every act of service, every kind word, every collaborative effort adds another layer to the bridge connecting us to the community we serve. Proactive outreach. Don't wait for a crisis to connect. Organize neighborhood barbecues, participate in community forums, and volunteer your time to local initiatives. Show that you're not just there when duty calls, you're actively invested in the community's well being. Remember, the proactive outreach is not just a PR exercise, it's a genuine commitment to partnership. Partnerships, the mortar of collaboration. We can't solve every problem alone. You should partner with community organizations, schools, or other businesses to address local challenges. By working together, we can create a network of support and build trust through shared goals. Remember, partnerships are not just a strategic alliance, they're a testament to the power of collaboration. Transparency, the unbreakable glass wall. Be open about your policies, procedures, and decision making processes. Share information readily, address concerns transparently, and hold yourselves accountable. Remember, transparency is not just a buzzword, it's the cornerstone of trust, and trust is the foundation of a strong relationship. Sustaining the bridge, a journey, not a destination. Building trust isn't a one time performance, it's a continuous journey, a commitment to consistently demonstrating your dedication to the community. Every act of kindness, every small gesture of understanding, every interaction fueled by respect paves the way for a future of collaboration and progress. Celebrating diversity, embrace the mosaic of cultures and backgrounds that make your city unique. Celebrate cultural holidays, support local businesses, and showcase the talents and contributions of diverse individuals. Remember, a city that celebrates its differences is a city that thrives. Continuous learning. The community is a living book with new chapters written every day. Stay updated on local issues, trends, and concerns. Seek feedback, adapt your approach, and learn from every interaction. Remember, growth is a continuous process, and community engagement is a journey, not a destination. Fostering a culture of service. Make community engagement a core value within your department. Encourage colleagues to participate, recognize and reward acts of service, and create a culture that values collaboration and connection beyond the badge. Remember, a department that serves together builds trust together. Cadets, Go forth and become architects of trust. Let every interaction be a be a brick in the bridge connecting you to the community. Remember, you are not just enforcers of the law, you are ambassadors of understanding, agents of change, and builders of a safer, more inclusive city for all. May your community engagement be your legacy, a testament to your mission. All right, we can take a short 5 minute break if you want. And then the rest should be a breeze. If you have any questions, you can ask them now. I want to grab some water real quick too. I'm really thirsty.
Are you talking?
Oh no, no, I'm grabbing some water real quick.
Oh, okay.
I'll take a couple second break here.
Can't believe I'm the only one that showed up.
Pardon?
Huh?
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
I can't believe I'm the only one that showed up.
Right, yeah. Valuable knowledge and plus it's 3 hours and you're getting paid for it.
3. I thought it was 2.
Pardon? No, no, I said free hours.
I you said the 3. Okay.
Hold on,
Yeah.
did that food disappear?
Yeah, I was looking for it. I couldn't find it.
Oh no.
That sucks.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know it disappears like that.
I
Well,
was looking
there's
for it. I was like, where'd it go?
I have more slushies and there's also food in the fridge if you want any.
Oh, okay. I should be fine for now.
Okay, good. All right, well, if we're ready, we can continue. We've hit about the 50-minute mark.
It's an hour, isn't it?
Yep, the rest should fly by.
I need to down eat this right here. All right.
Alrighty. Alrighty, moving on. Defensive tactics and the use of force. LSPD Academy. Mastering the art of law enforcement. A hostilic approach. Welcome, cadets. Prepare to embark on a journey beyond the textbook, where law enforcement transcends mere enforcement, becomes a dynamic symphony of force management, conflict resolution, and physical prowess. Today, we delve into the core aspects of being a LSPD officer, exploring the use of force continuum, the art of de escalation and conflict resolution, and the critical role of physical fitness and conditioning in shaping your effectiveness and safety. The use of force continuum, a symphony of proportionality. Imagine a spectrum, not of black and white, but of escalating shades of response. This is the use of force continuum, your guide in navigating the complex landscape of resistance and force. Remember, it's not a rigid script, but a dynamic framework that demands your nuanced judgment and a constant assessment of the situation. Presence and verbal commands, the overture of persuasion. Your mere presence and clear, concise commands can often be the most powerful tools. Utilize your authority, speak with confidence, and actively listen to the individual's response. Remember, escalation starts with communication breakdown. Prevent it before it begins. Physical restraint, the measured movement. When words fail, controlled physical restraint steps in. Master various techniques like pressure points, distraction techniques, or distraction tactics, and advanced handcuffing positions. Remember, force should be precise, targeted, and proportionate to the resistance encountered. Intermediate force, the bridge to de escalation. Pepper spray, batons, and tasers are not escalators. They can be bridges to de escalation when used strategically. Understand their limitations, their potential effects, and their legal implications. Remember, every deployment of force requires justification and accountability. Lethal force, the final crescendo. This is the ultimate resort, a thunderous chord played only when all other options have been exhausted, and an imminent danger persists. Understand the legal framework surrounding lethal force, train extensively on its safe and responsible application, and remember, the decision should never be taken lightly. De escalation and conflict resolution, the art of peaceful harmony. Force is not a badges only weapon. De escalation and conflict resolution are your silent allies, your tools to transform tensions into peaceful resolutions. Master them, and you become a conductor of calm, guiding even the most volatile situations towards harmony. Active listening, the symphony of understanding. Don't just hear words, listen actively, mirroring emotions, identifying triggers, and seeking to understand the underlying needs driving the conflict. This builds rapport, fosters trust, and opens the door to de escalation, even in the face of frustration. Empathy, the disarming melody. Step into the other person's shoes, see the situation from their perspective, acknowledge their feelings without judgment, and demonstrate genuine concern for their well being. This disarms aggression, builds trust, and creates an atmosphere conducive to dialogue and resolution. Or verbal judo, the art of gentle persuasion. Choose your words carefully, like a master swordsman choosing their strikes. Avoid accusatory language, offer alternatives, and focus on finding common ground. Remember, words can wound or heal. Wield them with intention and purpose. Nonverbal cues, silent harmony. Master the subtle language of body language and facial expressions. Maintain open posture, avoid aggressive gestures, and utilize eye contact. These nonverbal cues can de escalate a situation before words are even spoken, creating a sense of safety and reducing the potential for conflict. Part 3: Physical fitness and conditioning, the foundation of your symphony. Imagine yourself not just as a badge wielding officer, but as a finely tuned instrument ready to face whatever challenges the streets present. Physical fitness isn't just about aesthetics, it's the bedrock of your operational effectiveness and resilience in the face of danger and pressure. Scenario based training beyond the gym walls. Ditch the treadmill and embrace the real world. Practice sprinting after a fleeing suspect, dragging an injured civilian to safety, or maintaining composure during prolonged standoffs. These simulations translate into real-world strength, endurance, and the ability to react decisively under pressure. Precision and agility, the dance of action. Go beyond simple strength training. Integrate drills that hone your balance, reflexes, and ability to navigate dynamic environments. Think obstacle courses, combat simulations, and even parkour inspired exercises. This agility translates into precise takedowns, controlled restraint, and the confidence to move with grace even in the midst of chaos. Recovery and regeneration, your hidden weapon. Understand that peak performance isn't just about pushing your limits, it's about knowing when to rest and refuel. Prioritize sleep, nutrition, and stress management. A well rested and healthy officer is a sharp officer. Driving operations and emergency response. A deep dive into the emergency response, mastering the streets. Welcome, cadets. Prepare to accelerate into the dynamic road of emergency response, where every second counts and every decision carries weight. Today, we delve into the heart of LSPD operations, equipping you with the knowledge and skills to navigate the chaos of driving operations, vehicle extrication, active shooter response, and mental health crisis intervention. Driving operations and emergency response, navigating the asphalt jungle. Your patrol car isn't just a mode of transport, it's an extension of yourself. It's a tool to navigate the city's concrete arteries with precision and purpose. It's also your office. Driving operations and emergency response demand a mastery of high speed tactics, unwavering safety, and clear headed decision making in the face of adrenaline pumping situations. Pursuit procedures and policies. The calculated chase. Chasing suspects isn't a Hollywood spectacle, it's a calculated dance on the edge of risk. Master pursuit procedures, understand legal boundaries, prioritize public safety, and utilize technology like roadblocks and spike strips to apprehend the suspect in the safest manner possible. Defensive driving, the art of anticipation. You are not just driving, you are predicting, anticipating, and reacting in a split second. Master advanced driving techniques like evasive maneuvers, precision braking, and lane changes. These reflexes become your shield, protecting you and others from harm even in the most unpredictable situations. Emergency response, speed and control, not recklessness. A sirens welling, lights flashing, adrenaline surging. Remember, control is your anchor. Learn to navigate congested streets, prioritize traffic signals, and utilize emergency response protocols that ensure swift arrival without jeopardizing lives. Vehicle extrication and traffic control, transforming chaos into calm. The scene is set: a mangled car, panicked onlookers, and a web of disrupted traffic. You are not just the witness, you are the conductor, the one who orchestrates the symphony of vehicle extrication and traffic control. Scene assessment, the first critical note. Don't rush into chaos. Assess the situation, identify potential hazards, and establish a secure perimeter. This calm evaluation forms the foundation for your response, ensuring the safety of everyone involved. Vehicle extrication. Precision under pressure. Crumpled metal becomes your canvas. Your tools are the instruments of life-saving extrication. Master techniques like stabilization, glass cutting, and patient removal. Remember, every movement must be precise and deliberate. Traffic control, the orchestra flow. Divert traffic, guide emergency vehicles, and create a clear pathway for responders. Your hand gestures become the baton, directing the flow of vehicles and ensuring everyone reaches their destination safely and efficiently. Active shooter response. Every second counts. Every second, every decision matters. The unthinkable becomes reality. An active shooter, panic, and the desperate need for decisive action. Active shooter response demands an unwavering commitment to saving lives, a tactical ballad of coordination and courage. Immediate action. Forget hesitation, act with urgency. Engage the shooter, neutralize the threat, and prioritize the safety of innocent bystanders. Every second counts, and your training becomes your weapon. Clear communication. Information is your shield, your guide, your lifeline. Communicate clearly and concisely with fellow officers, medical personnel, and dispatch. Every detail shared can save a life. Victim assistance, the symphony of hope. Amidst the chaos, don't forget the victims. Provide immediate medical aid, offer comfort and support, and ensure their safety and emotional well being. Your presence, your reassurance can be a beacon of hope in the darkest of moments. Mental health crisis intervention, de escalation as your weapon. Not every threat comes with a weapon. Some come with despair, with confusion, with the weight of an invisible storm. Mental health crisis intervention demands a different kind of courage: the courage of empathy, the skill of de escalation, the understanding that sometimes the most powerful weapon is a listening ear and a compassionate heart. Active listening, the bridge of understanding. Put down your shield, pick up your ears. Listen actively, without judgment, and try to understand the individual's perspective. The bridge of empathy can lead to de escalation and peaceful resolution. De escalation techniques, the symphony of calm. Words can be your most potent weapon. Learn verbal and nonverbal de escalation techniques, avoid accusatory language, and offer support and assistance. Remember, every interaction, every gesture can make a difference. Resource connection, the path to healing. You are not just a police officer, you are a connector, a guide to the resources they need, connect individuals with mental health professionals and social services. For this next part, I was halfway through making a lecture for the case law, but I decided against it since IA Gibbons, Ryland Gibbons, is going to be hosting a class this Thursday for case law. So, with that being said, I already made one for Terry versus Ohio. So, we'll just do this one and y'all can learn the rest from the case law class coming up. Um, so, demystifying Terry versus Ohio. This is a master class in reasonable suspicion. Welcome, future guardians of the law. Today, we delve into the cornerstone of investigative stops, Terry versus Ohio. It's not just a legal jargon filled case, it's a compass guiding your interactions with the public, a shield against unwarranted intrusion, and a foundation for building trust through informed action. Setting the stage, the story behind the stop. Imagine Cleveland, 1968. Two plainclothes officers observe a man pacing nervously, repeatedly glancing towards a jewelry store. Their instincts arouse as they approach. Is this reasonable suspicion? Terry versus Ohio provides the answer. The reasonable suspicion standard. It's more than a hunch. Forget clairvoyance. Reliable and articulable facts, not gut feelings, fuel reasonable suspicion. Focus on specific, observable behaviors, suspicious activities, and patterns that suggest criminal activity is afoot. Articulable facts. It's your shield of justification. Intuition won't cut it. Be ready to articulate the specific facts and circumstances that led you to suspect criminal activity. This transparency builds trust and protects you from legal challenges. Limited scope is a brief interlude. It's not a grand
Why
investigation.
are you gay?
Investigative stops are not full blown investigations. They're brief inquiries limited to confirming or dispelling your suspicion. Respect boundaries, keep it focused, and avoid escalating the situation. Navigating the encounter, the tools in your belt. Reasonable suspicion has been established. Now, how do you proceed? Terry versus Ohio equips you with the tools for a safe and effective investigative stop. The Terry stop is a momentary detainment. Unlike arrest, this temporary detention allows you to clarify your suspicion, identify yourselves as officers, explain the reason for the stop, and keep it brief. Remember, respect and courtesy pave the way for cooperation. The Terry frisk, patting down for protection. When you reasonably suspect a weapon is present and poses a threat, a limited pat down for weapons is permitted. Prioritize officer safety, stay focused on weapons, and be mindful of the individual's dignity throughout the process. Communication, the bridge of understanding. Clear, concise communication is key. Explain your actions, answer questions directly, and avoid accusatory language. Remember, collaboration, not coercion, builds trust and facilitates effective investigations. Part 3, Beyond the Stop, the Echoing Impact. Terry versus Ohio's impact extends beyond the initial encounter. It's a constant reminder of your responsibility to uphold the law while safeguarding individual rights. Building trust is the bedrock of legitimacy. Every, every interaction shapes the public's perception of law enforcement. Be professional, respectful, and fair in your approach. Remember, building trust with the community is essential for effective policing. Proportionality is a balancing act. Every action must be proportional to the suspected offense. Avoid escalation, respect boundaries, and remember that minimal intrusion should be the guiding principle. Continuous learning, the ever evolving journey. Terry versus Ohio is not a static entity. Case law and interpretations are evolved off of this. Stay informed, engage in professional development, and adapt your practices to reflect the ever evolving legal landscape. Cadets, the badge you wear carries the weight of Terry versus Ohio's legacy. Carry it with pride, wield it with responsibility, and remember, reasonable suspicion is your cornerstone, communication your bridge, and respect your guiding light. Go forth and navigate the legal landscape with confidence and build a symphony of trust and justice, one encounter at a time. From foundations to flourish, a tapestry woven in blue. Cadets, the canvas before us is vast. The threads of knowledge we've unraveled are vibrant and diverse. We've laid the bedrock rock of law enforcement, a sturdy foundation of legal principles and ethical conduct. We've delved into the intricate tapestry of patrol procedures, learning to dance between swift response and community engagement. We've honed our defensive tactics, transforming vulnerability into a controlled shield, a tool wielded with precision and responsibility. And lastly, we've navigated the asphalt arteries of our city and the high speed ballet of driving operations and emergency response. But these lessons, cadets, are not mere threads woven into a uniform. They are the very fibers of your being. Your badge is not just a symbol of authority, it's a loom weaving the tapestry of safety, trust, and justice that will define your service. Remember, every interaction is a brushstroke on this canvas, every decision a vibrant hue contributing to the overall masterpiece. When tension simmers, let empathy be your brush, and let de escalation be your soothing palette. Master the art of conflict resolution, the intricate brushstrokes of active listening and understanding. Let your words be bridges of collaboration, and let your actions be symphonies of compassion that mend divides. And when the storm clouds gather, remember the silent symphony of your training. Let your reflexes dance with the rhythm of danger, your movements a testament to your unwavering resolve. In the whirlwind of an emergency response, be the anchor, the unwavering melody of calm amid the chaos. Now go forth, cadets, not as lonely threads, but as artisans united. Let your service be a collective moral, each interaction a unique brushstroke. Paint a community where safety is the vibrant backdrop. Trust the intricate patterns, and justice the enduring theme. May the lessons we've shared today become your guiding hand. Your actions, the vibrant hues, and your collective service, a masterpiece that inspires generations to come. Thank you, and you are dismissed. Don't forget about case law class this Thursday with IA Ryland Gibbons.